Okay. Wow. Let me know on all of that. I'm sorry. I'm a little flustered. I've 3 weeks going with it all. Things have been super good. And it's probably leaning towards the right. Even actually, I gotta fix that really quick. Yeah. No, that part I know. That part I know why. Just a second. Because there we go. I counted it to the right in hopes of balancing it out, but now we should be good. Okay, it was just a matter of putting the programs in correctly. I almost always have my voice programs open right away, but for some reason it crashed this morning and I forgot to restart it. So when I started the stream, I started without my mic and stuff on. So it was just a matter of it being in the wrong order. Thank you all. I am so very sorry about that. Otterfax can wait. We are in a bit of a bungle. Little text walls might have actually been more distracting, but thank you. But we are where we should be now. I just need to get my last thing open and we'll be on track. Thank you again for your patience, everybody. That's not like me. You all know I'm far more professional than that. Just a matter of order of operations being incorrect. Hello there, Dusk. It's so good to see you on board with us. Thank you. We had a small technical hiccup, but we're back where we should be. That being said, we had someone redeem a science fact before, and I certainly want to provide a little bit of education. And you know what? Since we're on you were mentioning otters, since we were on aquatic, I think I have just the right one for us.
Did you know that?
At nearly 2,000 kilometers long, the Great Barrier Reef is actually the largest living structure on Earth.
Now you know!
I always love that one, because people get very, very confused when I say living. And it's like, well, yes, coral is a whole... Oh, we're not going to get to marine biology as of this moment. That's a whole nother shebang. Speaking of shebang, I have a milkshake today. It's actually a bit of a leftover milkshake. That sounds weird to say now that I realize it. But I don't think anybody should be able to have a 24-ounce milkshake in one sitting. That's asking for a belly to explode. So I was like, oh, hey, I'll just make that 2 12 ounces. Hello, Blaster. It's good to see you. Exactly. You know what? You know what's one of my most fascinating and favorite facts out there is the oldest living tree was actually killed accidentally, and they didn't even realize it was one of the oldest living trees until after they killed it. So I am only going off of the top of memory, and one of my favorite streams, or I'm sorry, not streams, but one of my favorite podcasts called Radiolab. Ooh, they've been around for a long time. But Radiolab, they had one on, the episode was called Oops. And it was all about like small incidences that evolved into something way bigger. Basically, a gentleman was taking tree core samples, had a very, very expensive and great drill, going into an old tree and warp, break, and snap. It snapped off inside the tree. But it cost so much money, and the gentleman went to the park rangers and said, hey, can we just cut this tree down so I can get it out? And they did. And then he started to count the rings, and he realized, hold on. And then he counted again. He said, no, that can't be right. I can't be. And he counted a third time and realized, oh my god, I think I just killed the longest living tree ever. I'm paraphrasing it very poorly, but it's incredibly interesting. And, since I'm mentioning that, I'm going to see if I can bring that episode up, because, gosh, it's something. And, oh, hey, just a couple things on there we go. Give this, it's like an hour long. It's an older episode of theirs, but it's so good. So much wonderful facts and knowledge you can get out of it. Oops. 2010. I feel old seeing that. It's a Xeran! It's so many lovely faces I'm seeing right now. It is wild. Hello. Zed, I'm so glad you're here too. Oh, I'm seeing a lot of familiar faces. It makes me so happy. Xeran, I'm glad that you've managed to make it, and your timing is hilarious to say the least, because you know what? Just for you, I think that you can be a part of us today. Don't you think? I think we can. Oh, what do you know? Xeran's on the head right now. Woohoo! This, for those who have seen this redeem happen a few times, yes, this is Siren. The lovely hell slime that's actually just full of cuddles and love. Yeah, go ahead and... Ooh, League of Legends. Oh, I did that for a while and I realized how much I regretted being support main. Yeah, those are the days. And now I play Fortnite, not much better. It is. He's all jiggly. Jiggle, jiggle. Keeps my head warm. Very useful when I had accidents with a freezing potion. That did not go very well. Nope. Regrets, many regrets. But I've been told I have a good constitution. I managed to bounce back very quickly when things go awry. You should have seen what happened the other day when I think I might no longer want to have windows in the lab. Glass everywhere. Anyway. So, we're going to be doing some Fortnite today. We got about 2 hours. 2 hours. So a little bit of a shorter side. Ooh, racing games. I'll keep that in mind. Don't miss bot lane with... Oh, gosh. Teemo? Teemo bot lane? No. Get out of here. You're not allowed with that stuff. Get out of here. That's the bogus. You're bogus. Need for Speed. I was classic. Need for Speed Underground was the big one for me. Caramel cheesecake milkshake. Yum, yum, yum. Is anyone a milkshake fan? There's a place called Wawa around my area. I love that place to death. It's kind of a stop and get anything you want. Their delis are to die for. Get their club sandwiches, or it is you know because I ride my broomstick. Sometimes I do have to use fossil fuels. Not often. They have a little app that lets you save 15 cents a gallon, which is huge these days. Huge. Ooh, that makes me think of Burnout. And Hezi Burnout. Oh. I remember playing Burnout 3 and having like Yellow Card and some other bands playing while doing that. I was like, I just realized I'm probably dating myself a little bit. Oh gosh. Then again, I did say before, a lot of stuff that came my way were hand-me-downs. I grew up in quite a bit of poverty. So while everyone had their PS3s, I was only just getting into a PS2. And so on. Right now, PS3 is like my main console because I only just got that a couple of years ago. And I know that sounds a little sad, but that's what happens when you don't have a lot of money. The only reason I was able to get all the stuff you see is either stuff I made or I decided to go from 40 hours a week to 60 a week during December and January to make up the money for it. Way. Wee. Wawa. I love Wawa. I was there. I went there last night while watching Darla Doodles. Again, lovely streamer. Her and her ghosty boys. And I was like, you know what? I had a harsh day at work. I'm gonna take a nice shower. I'm gonna get a milkshake. I'm gonna watch Darla Doodles. And it was just like, and work on the Discord, which by the way, the Discord, it's almost done. I've been learning bots. Not those kind of bots. I've been learning bots. And by figuring them all out, I've been able to realize, hey, these aren't too hard. Not that scary. It just takes a while, a lot to learn. We're getting there. But it's going very well. Very, very well, must I say. And it's, here's the thing. It's my first time dabbling in bots for, making a Discord in general. And I looked up and there was a lot of people saying, like, hey, Black Hat! Oh, it's good to see you! Yes, we got it fixed. So good to have you back, Black Hat, yes. One thing I did, I looked up some bots, and there was this big thing of don't use this one. Oh, this one's really good. Don't use this one because they do this. I'm like, look, I just want one that's simple and can work without drama. And the one that I found, people were saying, oh, it might be unreliable, or they use this processor. I'm like, I don't know what most of that means, but everyone says it's pretty good, except for a few naysayers. So I just went with a newbie to the Discords could do. So, please don't judgy. For those who do join, when you do, I set up a verification system. Basically, the only thing when people first join that's allowed is like rules and roles. Rules and roles. And when you go to the roles and click the blue heart, it means you're verified. And then the whole server opens up to you. So that way it prevents just sudden bot raids that you have to do a reaction. And I think that's the smart way to do it. I think. It's a Gumi and a Bacon. Bacon got wings. Bacon's not allowed to have angel wings. Bacon's a devil in the best of ways. I'm kidding. Now, Bacon is Bacon is my gotcha devil. Of course you are. It is Archimad. Thank you. I wasn't too sure because the only time I ever made like a Discord server in general was just like private ones for like a few friends or something like that, and there was nothing special about them. It was just stuff for friends, you know. So we are figuring it all out. It's going well. Nodders. Aww. Thank you. That feels really nice. Also, Bacon's head. I do have some more redeems that I'm going to be setting up. So I like to create these kind of things. There's plenty more in the woodwork, but it's going to take some time. The Discord's coming first, and then next week is horror week. Crabs! Crabs in the lab! No! Why are the crabs in the lab? Why are the minions being thrown at me? Why are the crabs in the lab? Oh, hey, what's this? Okay. Can't believe you've done this. Oh, that'll get redeemed after this model. Actually, that is another thing that I'm going to be doing. Okay. So certain things like the head pat or the book bonk. Why? It hurts. Fine protection. Certain things are tied. Okay. That works. That's fine. That's fine. I understand. Ow. Okay, sure. There you go. Redeemed it for you. Certain things are tied only to Model 1. And technically, when, a little behind the curtains, when the bomb goes off, it actually does a model swap. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do like the shaders with just Model 1, and that way the models don't swap and all the redeems should flow more nicely. That's going to be a lot of work. But we'll get there. Please do. So here's the fun thought. Christmas in July is because that is exactly 6 months later. Aw, the headbats, yay. Go ahead, Smiley, just enjoy yourself. But what is 6 months from... Oh, yeah! Ooh, the shrinking potion happened for a second. I'm gonna have more of those too. A lot more of those. I have a lot in mind. But I was gonna say, what was I gonna say? Oh no, Yomis. You got hit in the head too many times with the assistants. Oh well! But yeah, there's a lot of stuff being worked on. Oh yeah, horror, scare. We are gonna do horror next week because, one, I'm a big old baby when it comes to those. I'm gonna cry, I'm gonna scare. But two, Christmas in July. Hello! Oh, so happy to have you on board, Dup. I'm gonna call you Dup. Dup Central. Hi, Dup. Welcome. Thank you. When the science happens, yes. Exactly, Grumpy. 6 months from Halloween is, well, May 25th. Or was it 31st? I forget. I always mix up 31st, right. Halloween's. Anyway. Snow. I'm seeing so many wonderful faces from the Grump to Kumi to... You guys are all the sweetest. Oh, it's just blowing those up, sure. Oh. So because of that, that'll be, I think I'd put a 10-second cooldown, but Twitch does a minimum of a 1-minute cooldown, so I can't do a 1-minute head pat. But yeah, because of that, we're gonna do, there's Amanda the Adventure is one of them. That came out recently, and that's one Darla chose. Funny, I mentioned her twice already. If I can't think of anything, oh, this is really nice. We'll do Dead by Daylight as one. That's not too horror-y, but it fits the theme, and it's a game I'm comfortable with. But, hey Vinrash, you're gonna balance it by what? What are you gonna do, huh? Bring it on, punk! I dare you! I double dare you! You ain't got the guts, No! No! Crabs in the lab! No! Ow, that one got my toe! Oh, gosh. Okay, sure. Message received. Just wait until I have more things you can throw at me. But yeah, so if anyone has any horror game suggestions, I want to do 4 streams that week, and the only 2 I got so far is Amanda the Adventurer and Dead by Daylight. And Dead by Daylight I wouldn't mind replacing. So I legitimately am taking suggestions. Just no AAA $60 games. I don't have the money for that. But those like $10, $15 ones, I can do that. I do have FNAF. I played it for 10 minutes and fell out of my chair crying. So if enough people want that to be on next week, we can do that. I feel like I'm setting myself up for disaster by saying that. Anyway, that all being said, before I want to start crying, I see you. Oh no, Vinrush, I can't believe you've done this. We are going to do some FORTNITE. FORTNITE? You heard what I said. FORTNITE. Let's bring ourselves over to there. Meet you in a moment. Oh yeah, let's go. Game audio should be good. I had have that as a little thing I can mute for myself. So, science time! Of course. When Bulma became available yesterday and she had lab coat variation, I bought it. Why would I not? I'm gonna take a little sippy of my milkshake. It's a little slow. Everyone take a sippy. Oh my goodness gracious, that's so good. Caramel cheesecake, like I said. Oh, I am a slut for caramel. Girl, caramel is my bane. You could put like a chocolate covered caramel under a box with a twig over it, and I'll be caught in that box. I'll be 2-cell brain. I will do that. So there you go. I love sweet things. I love unique sweet things too. So, I mean, yeah, caramel's the nice basic, but give me any sort of weird, unique flavor, and oh, exactly. Ooh, piece of stars. Hello. Glad you came now. We had a small technical difficulty where I made a fool of myself. No, you know what? I shouldn't be so hard on myself. Opening programs in the wrong order and still learning it all. That's you know, not a harsh thing. A whole bottle of caramel. Where, on my head? Oh gosh, that would be terrible. Oh no. Anyone ever get bubble gum or something sticky in their hair before? If so, how in the world did you take care of that? So yeah, we have Bulma right now because of course I would in the science words are hard. I don't know what thing I should get for the swingies though. Couldn't find anything. Also, someone suggested this, and I do have streamer mode on, so unfortunately we won't hear Ghostbusters music during a taunt or something like that. Basically all it does is it just limits certain taunts from having their licensed music in. So, Tori 3D for games to go. Ooh, Tori 3D. I've never heard of it. Let's take 2 seconds to look at what that is, because I am curious. Oh, that's cute. Is that a horror, Tori? Is that a horror game? I didn't know it could be. Where are we dropping? Do we... Well, I was looking for horror games in particular. Faith. Ooh. To the gas station. Whee. Faith. That I heard was really good. I might just look into that. Inscription. Oh, I think we're gonna get a perfect landing to the gas station. All right. So the thing you want to do is you want to try to have like a route forward to the landing's a bit of a challenge because you want to land first before other people scoop up your weapons. And I think we nailed it perfectly. Oh no, we didn't. No, yeah, we did. Wow. Okay, that was. Wow, right on the landing. Oh well. That was quick. We landed where it was way too occupied. That's fine. Oh gosh, that was embarrassing. Lost in Vivo. I love hearing this heart. Yeah, I should have went for the person behind me first. I didn't know someone landed just behind me. The gas station is my favorite place to land, but it can be pretty hectic. It can be very hectic. The whole bottle. So yeah, a bottle of caramel. Can you do a bottle of caramel? I guess caramel syrup. Although I had this ask the other day, the reason I don't wear my hat when I'm gaming is it does block a lot. You know, the hat's a very big deal. Very important to me. Although, you know, I suppose I could take them off and put the goggles on. That's always a better idea. Siren, that's, if you are, I really respect and appreciate that. I am a tiny little baby when it comes to horror games. I like to watch people play them. I can watch Markiplier or Jacksepticeye. Those are kind of like my two favorites to playing horror games. But I'm kind of changing from that because I'm loving watching streamers. I have Bulma. So I'm gonna put Bulma in Pod Racer because we can now. Yeah, we have Bulma from DBZ. Had to get it because I saw Live Coat, and Bulma's pretty cool. She has terrible taste by going with Vegeta. Oh! No, I'm kidding. Vegeta's a great character. I still don't agree with Bulma and Vegeta. That felt really weird to me, but it is what it is. Hello, Andrew! You know, now that I think of it, I made a lot of friends with people who like horror games. Darla Doodles, Vindrash, Siren. And it's kind of funny to me. We'll just drop wherever. But I'm bad at them. I love to watch them though. But I wanna spook myself. That's kind of the fun. Trying to take little stuffies, little sippies of my milkshake, and it's so good. Ooh, maybe that house? Because then you always want to try to land. Oh, that could work. That's not a weapon, is it? Yes, it is. That's a tactical pistol. We can work with that. Oh, that's an SMG. He's good. Dive! Should be okay now. Just need to get a good spot for ourselves and figure things out. You know, I'm with you on that, Pandrew. A lot of horror games, horror movies, I find to be a little, like, too gory. To the point that it's like, this is just torture porn. And I'm like, I'm good. I don't need that. Drink the juice, Bulma! That's a sentence. I'm not gonna say that again. So we got that above 50, and this will give you the other 50. So we're starting to start a little slow. Get the weapons we need. There we go. Yeah, and it's... Oh, there's someone right there, and I don't want to fight close. Dang! I'm doing awful all of a sudden. Here I am, like, before playing last night, top 10, top 10, top 10. Here I am 2 in a row, just dead. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, gore is not really... I'm squeamish. That's kind of the big things. I'm very empathetic when it comes to other people. So, I get a paper cut, and I see someone with a paper cut, and I'm like, oh no, baby, let me help you! I don't want to bring up paper cuts. That brings me to a horrible trauma response I had because one time I got a paper cut on my eye. Yeah, that was a great day when in school. That was a great day. Nearly got blinded. Yay! Yeah. So I don't think how. Okay. So, you know how in school, if the schools are set, if the desks are set in rows, often the teacher will hand, say it's like 5 by 5, so, you know, a row of 5 and so. The teacher will put 5 papers in front of the front desk and say, take one, pass it back. You know, that whole thing. So that way she doesn't have to walk down and up the aisle. She can just give 5 pages or however many pages there are. That thing, right? Makes sense. I'm sure everyone knows that. So the person in front of me who was handing the paper back to me, they kind of flipped it back pretty hard, and the corner of the paper jabbed me in the eye really hard. And I got a construction paper cut in the eye and was blind for almost a week in that eye. So that happened. Thankfully, I was, you know, young. You heal faster when then, and it didn't scratch the cornea or whatever, so we're okay. But that's part of why I like to wear glasses. I mentioned this a couple streams ago, that as a kid, I started wearing glasses because I didn't really need... Hello, Cartoon Legend! Oh, I love that name. I didn't really need glasses as a kid too much. I was just like, yeah, you could use them. Your vision's not that bad. But I was like, no, I'm afraid of losing my vision. I want goggles, basically, that help me. Give me. So, okay, we should be good now. Oh, that's not a good weapon. We just hit our 500 follow goal. Let's go! Oh, hello and thank you. I appreciate you so much. Oh, I didn't bounce that high. Gotcha. Got a good aim with the shotgun, at least. You know what? I'm gonna have a little fun here. Wait, no, that's not a good idea. Burn! There we go. Let's set their house on fire. Thanks for joining, though. I can't believe we're... This is a match. So, I mean, I'm in the middle of a match. I'm trying to be as celebratory as I can, but... Guys, we just hit 500. Like... Oh my gosh. I've, You know, I was saying, when I first started streaming, I didn't think I would have much cut out for it. I didn't know if this was... Like, I was gonna do my best. But I didn't know how good it was gonna go for me. Or if I had what it takes, or anything like that. And here we are, like... Oh, they had a shotgun too. Oopsie. I should have got a better weapon before that. As the 5... Wow. Like... And yeah, it's funny. I'm not doing a lot of success on Fortnite right now, but that's fine. It really is, though, because... I said it before, and I put a big important video out, which is... I'm not gonna be like, it saved my life, because I never had those kind of thoughts. Or I guess I could say I never really, like, dabbled on those darker thoughts, and that wasn't really my thing. But, I could definitely say it pulled me out of one deeper holes in my life. And here we are just now hitting 500. And I don't let those numbers get to my head. I'm just here like, oh, you know, nothing's changed truly. It's not like I'm gonna get an ego trip or anything. But, you know, it means the world to me to know that there's so many people that are supporting of it, that like what I do. I had someone the other day saying that they were trying to learn another language because I inspired them to want to, like, try to improve themselves. Or I'm getting folks that are telling me these things that just say that they're happier seeing my stream. I don't know, it's just a lot. So I do want to say my big thanks to you all. Sorry, I got a little sappy there for a second, but that's kind of where we are. I hate to use the word my brand, but you know, what I am is at the end of the day meant to be loving and wholesome. Sure, we get a little silly here and there. Won't forget about the white goo room and portal and stuff. But yeah. Oh gosh. German! Sorry, feeling scrolled up here. Well, Vin, thank you for saying that. That means a lot to me. I'd always wanted to go to Hawaii. And... German hit in the eye by a piece of what? Oh, gosh. I mean... Could have been worse, right? Oh my gosh. Sorry, little milkshake slip. No, I'm not sorry. Take it to me. Alright, let's actually, like, get the hang of things here. I'm doing pretty awful for my start. That's a good... Ooh, that's perfect. We're doing good. Well, actually, we're doing pretty bad. Like, we're doing, personally, feeling great. Feeling the jive. But, having some... Whoa! Okay. Yeah, we'll take that. But we're doing pretty bad otherwise. I actually, like, last night, practiced a little bit. You know, couple tops, top 10s and stuff. And then suddenly here, it's like, yeah, die. It's like, oh, okay. Message received. Wow, people are kind of legend. This is one of my favorite weapons, too. Let's, Oh, I just want to see if I can have a little fun here with it. Yeah, you can. I didn't even know you could do that. Skippy Jiggles! That is the best name! I love that! I love you. Hello, Skippy. Welcome to the lab. Not only am I the scientist, but so am I in Fortnite. We're having ourselves a grand old time here. As... Come on. Let me get a little closer. But, well, we're just having a good old time together here. I'm still new, so, well, a lot of things that you're seeing here. So, if you want to give any sort of advice, or backseat, or tease, or, you know, say I'm doing terrible, that's fine. Well, I don't really feel I earned that, but okay. Greetings indeed, thank you. The dumpster wizard, but you don't belong at the dumps. You seem like a good bean already. I appreciate you. No dumpster. Unless you mean you're a dumpster wizard because you actually are good with, I don't know, junk magic? Ooh, junk magic. That sounds really cool. Alright, not the best setup here. Yeah, I don't really use the tactical pistol too much, but I feel like it's something that'd be on my... A dumpster fire. No! Oh, why did I take that? I guess I got ammo out of it. That's sure. Whee! I like throwing these things. I like this tractor pistol too. Be a dumpster fire. Oh, Zat, no. By the way, I couldn't make it, Vinrash. I did see that you were streaming last night. I was kind of knee deep into building the Discord and stuff like that. Keep being myself. Well, at least I'm good at that. Everyone should always know that the thing that you are best at and nobody can tell you how to be is yourself. Because, well, no one can be yourself better than you. And if someone doesn't like who you are, well, don't change for them. Don't feel like you have to be different because they don't like something about you or whatever. I'll let them pass. Yeah, we're fine. We're just gonna let each other pass. Let them do her thing. I don't really feel like I have the right equipment. Could have popped each other off, but nah, I think we're okay. I had a match the other day, actually, where... Oh my gosh, pistols all over. I had a match the other day where I landed and I grabbed the weapon, and this other person stood there like, well, I'm dead. And I saw a chest next to me, so I just shot the chest a couple times and did a little wave emote. And they went and grabbed the item, didn't shoot me in the back. And then, as I ran off ahead, I ran into an enemy, and they shot that person for me, and then did a little high five thing. And I was like, oh my god, this is the best. And so we just let each other, like, survive through. Eventually I died. But it was just really, really cool to see. Ooh. Ooh. It was really cool seeing people, like, being friends like that, I guess. One more slap juice just to get us at 100% toe. Yeah. But we need to get ourselves a... Ooh, pump shotgun. I'd rather have a shotgun, yeah. No mercy. Ooh, this is a cool car. Let's find some people, though. I say, what is that? What is that? What was that noise? I don't know the sound. I don't know what certain things in this game mean. So... I've heard like a couple weird sounds here. They're like, what is going on? Am I the dying? Am I going to die? I do not know. Ah, yeah, party royale. Let's go. More pistols. This is like a purple NOS. That's awesome. Yeah, please introduce yourself. That's how you bring the trees down. Perfectly safe, perfectly sound. Reborn the monster! Oh, there's somebody. Do we mow them down? Oh, they have a lightsaber. Okay, message received. Why am I so bad at this all of a sudden? I'm gonna die. No, I'm not. Get in the car. Get out of here. That person has a sword. Yeah, I'm out. See ya, GG. I do not have the health to fight you. Oh. I think we're safe now. I'm just being very careful for a moment. I'll read in a second. Oh, that was very, very close. That was too... I think he just sawed it off. All right, we can get ourselves fully topped. The original Dragon Ball, yes. I said this before, I'm catching up on Super right now. And I'm enjoying it. It's not my favorite. It's not like everything's about it's amazing. Oh wow, no wonder. I got pretty lucky with that guy then. But what I've witnessed so far has been very fun. It's a little silly at times. Ah, mixing the animes. Orbital maneuver gear in Dragon Ball. Let's go. Where'd you go? Splits! I can't do a split. I tried once. That hurt everything. That hurt everything. That also hurt everything! Why? Why am I trying to use the pistol when I have other one? Oh, yeah, I see. Fair enough. I'm so used to the rifles. I prefer long range. I'm not having good luck finding long range weapons right now. Yeah, and there's always the GT. The one thing that GT did bring us was Baby. That was a really, really good villain. Baby and Super Saiyan 4. Ah. I'm not forgiving you for that one, cartoon. Yes, I will. Oh, shuckles. Milkshake sippy. Mmm. Wait, that's not the kind of sippy I want! Okay. I meant a milkshake, not a...
I said milkshake, not a shrinking potion. Hi, Pizza Man! I am very small right now. They just threw a shrinking potion at me, but it's good to have you on board. Oh, gosh. My name is Yomi Quinnley, for those who are new coming along, if you couldn't tell already. We are not a mad scientist. We're a glad scientist. We're here to try to support and help everybody out that we can. I'm new to FORTNITE. Oh, there we go.
We can push more off. Yay. We're pretty new to FORTNITE still. We're practicing a lot. I do plan next stream, I want to play FORTNITE with friends. Not friends. Well, let me rephrase that. I want to play FORTNITE with all of you. You know, friends and supporters of the like. I'd love to do that. So, yeah, right? It's so fascinating. Milkshake, slurp, echo, go! That for me was actually a very big thing that I got used to in FORTNITE. I always saw FORTNITE and I was like, oh, this is kind of silly, having Rick and Morty killing Goku. That's stupid. Ugh, that's stupid. And I was like, you're not meant to take it seriously. Not at all. And it's very user-friendly. I also was like, oh, I don't want to play the building stuff. Oh, there's just a non-build mode you can play. It's like, oh. The more I realized, like, don't take it too seriously. There's a mode that's perfect for you. Go ham, girl. I was like, oh, snap, you're right. And so as I did, I just fell in love with it pretty quickly. Okay, there's a lot of people around right away. I think he's like wiggling left and right with each shot. It's okay. Maybe something in here. What was that? What was that noise? That's fine. What is that noise? I've never heard that before. Ah! Are you sure about that? Okay, that happened. Whew. ODM gear. Dang! It's almost like SMGs are stronger than shotguns at point blank. Oh gosh, we're not doing too well. That's okay. What is that monstrosity? Yes, if some people like FNAF, they could. Ah! It spooked me. Huh. Wow, yeah, we're doing really bad. That's okay. I swear, I'm good at this game. I'm just landing in like the worst spots. I'm not paying attention. I'm not making excuses. I'm doing bad. I'm doing bad. But I need to find the weapons I want. Also, aside from Bulma, I have a couple of others. Because, of course, I already put money into this game as I was going. Oh, I can't change now. Shuckles. I want to get a cool weapon for her, but I don't... Is that Raven? Is that Teen Titans Raven? Oh, man, that's so cool. I didn't know she was in this. I'm gonna have to get that. Oh, gosh. This is a big one for a lot of people. The Teen Titans open up a lot of cartoon or video game crushes for people. But I know that was for some. What was the... There we go. Gotta be driving with a husbando. What is that thing? I think... Wait. Hezzy. Hezzy, you use this skin, don't you? I've seen your clips. This is the Hezzy skin. This is... Raven was a great character. Yeah, they basically did ID. Welcome back, welcome back. And yeah, cartoon though, that's perfectly fine. I played Five Nights at Freddy's for 10 minutes. Then I cried and fell out of my chair. So of course, we're gonna do that next week. I say we will, we might. Next week is Horror Game Week. Halloween in May. So, Man of the Adventure, maybe some Dead by Daylight. I'd love to get some input. I'd love to hear people's suggestions. FNAF might be one of them, and I'll do it if that's what people want. Oh gosh. You know, I was gonna say sorry that I'm having a bad performance, but no. I shouldn't have to. I shouldn't apologize because I'm doing meh in this today. It's not and a shotgun in the middle of an open field. Yeah, this is a death spell. We need something. We don't want to be near there. I need to find something a little better. That was such a good show. Yes. Ooh, one of my favorites. Yes. Yes. Okay, now we're cooking with grease. Now we'll kick it with grease. Gimme. Thank you. So, this is the lock-on pistol. I actually really like the lock-on pistol. So I want that, like that, and there we go. Now we should be. It is, it's very smooth. And again, like I said, I only started playing this about 2 weeks ago. And that was during pre-debut, when I was still when I played with Hazy. Hazy is a lovely streamer as well. Over time becoming quite a friend. Suffer! There we go. Yes, those are all really good ones. And, you know, I'm an anime nerd. I will always say, like, I'm straight up an anime nerd. But, you know, things like the shows you mentioned, the Cartoon Network stuff, fine by me too. I'm not going to... Oh, I drank these in the wrong order. That's a sentence. I drank in the wrong order. Aw. Yes, I agree with that. I'd like to get a chance to do some of that with people. And we will. Ooh. Ah, snap. So many items here that I want to play with. Rifle first, then this, then this. We don't need that then. That will do. That will do. That is exactly what we want. I'm not the biggest fan of this weapon. It's kind of OP. Megas XLR. Gosh, we got gypped out of another season. Gosh, we got gypped out of another season hard. Just a casual day for Bulma. There we go. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Ooh, you know what? Sure. I mean, we're literally doing a rail right now. How much do we regenerate while we're doing this? Or is there none? Chicks dig giant. I mean, I did. So yeah. Fact. Then again, Duo Maxwell of Gundam Wing was my husbando for the longest time. Still is. Just, you know, that series is... Well, I was gonna say one and done. There was a manga and there was the movie. You know. We didn't get too much more about it afterwards, which is kind of funny, because, that Gundam Wing didn't do so well in Japan, but Gundam Wing did amazing in America later. And then vice versa, Gundam Seed did amazingly in Japan, but did not do so well in the States. And if you like Gundam Seed, that's fine. I personally could not care for it. I'm not going to get into why, but you know, like what you like is what I will always say. Unless it's something that's actually, you know, harmful, you know, that's fine. Really, cartoon? Well, there's a... It's not that it's a lot to catch up on. It's a matter of just find what you like. You know, whereas comic books, it's kind of hard to find a pickup date, and it's like, hey, if I want to watch this, like, what else do I have to understand for this and that? It's like, no. Volume 1 is Volume 1. You're fine. You know, if I want to start reading Batman now, it's really, is it New 52 Batman? Is it whatever the 2019 stuff is? Is it the Batman Origins book? No, because that's not actually his origins. It's like, ah! And I like this is coming from somebody who likes comic books. So but that is, if I had to have a gripe or a comparison, that's kind of where I stand between the two. What do we got going on here? Hold on. Nah, I don't think I got a clear shot. Nah, they're gone. They're gone. They're gone. Really? I love to see other people do writing. I do quite a bit myself. Gosh. I do quite, but I always love to see other people with their creative writing and what they can achieve. Ooh. Everyone would just try to get a good shot up there instead of getting in the fray. Let's see what we can manage. Let's try to keep low and keep far away. One Piece! I respect anybody who likes One Piece because they had to put up with what 4Kids did to it. Because, what 4Kids did to it was one piece of crap. Alright, let's try this. Alright! Slip sliding. There we go. There we go. That's more like it. There are okay. Yeah. I still remember how with Yu-Gi-Oh! They replaced any form of guns with them just having their fingers pointing. That is the funniest stuff to me. That is hilarious. Honestly, my weapons are fine. Well, this would be better. Because I'm not a fan of the temporary Stormtrooper rifle. And 2, it's kind of OP. I'd rather have a regular gold weapon. Also, it gets a little scattered with its shots over time. There was somebody over here who took a shot at me. Oh, isn't Hunter x Hunter finally having its... Oh, snap. Hold on. I am on fire. Why am I on fire? Hey! Switch weapons, honey! Oh my gosh! Why was it not switch weapons? I did 2 things wrong there. The rocket launcher thing has 2 shots. I only had 1 before I had to reload. I don't know why. That was weird. And then 2, I couldn't switch weapons for some reason. Dang. Oh, Yu Yu Hakusho. Spirit Gun! Gosh. Yu Yu Hakusho. Yeah, because it's a very important thing. The artist, I don't know how many people do or do not know, but the artist with Hunter x Hunter, you know, they did start having some severe health issues. I remember the biggest thing is like they couldn't sit like properly, or they had to like lay on their back in order to do some of their illustrations. And there are people who actually like, analyze it so hard that they put down a release, like ever release, and like how far of a break they had between it. And they legitimately have some severe health issues. And the Hunter x Hunter artist and the one who also did Berserk, like those are some of the most, I say unhealthy in a good way, most health-stricken authors, artists that I know. Like they have the most health issues is what I'm trying to phrase, you know what I mean? And we know that that author for Berserk unfortunately passed away. I did not see that though, Black Hat. I don't know much when it comes to One Piece, other than I have some friends who really love One Piece, and by all order of what Pangy says, I have to like Usopp, so I will. I watch Usopp clips. Yeah, the Kenshin artist had some very unflattering things they were caught having, to put it lightly. So we're not going to talk about that, of course, but yeah. Usopp is the best character, yes. But it's one thing a lot of people always need to remember is, you know, artists, manga artists have so much that they do. And it is voice acting, manga art, writers, so there's a writer strike right now, get a lot of bull for what goes on for them. And it's a shame because they do like legitimately good, amazing work and get paid like the least in terms of things. And it's awful. They deserve better. They absolutely all deserve a lot better. Chicken! Chicken, 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 chicken. So, Hezi taught me that I can, like, grab run these or something? No. Come here. Come here. One more chasing chickens. Let's go. Chicken! Whee! Hey, look, I'm Link, but not terrible to chickens. Whee! I love this. Whee! I'm a chicken! It's the true way of victory. Throw chickens at your opponents. Ooh, my favorite. You know what? Someone might be in there. They get the juice. I think someone's over there. You get the juice. I don't know what the juice is, but they get it anyway. I think someone's in there. Someone might be in there. I don't know. Bulma's now an arsonist. Let's go. You know, with her dating Vegeta for so long, I wouldn't be surprised if she got a mild arson streak. What? I'm a glad scientist. I know what I said. I'm not a pyromaniac. Not at all. Full metal arsonist. No! There's a lot of... I think I scared them away. There was a lot of aggro going on. There was some fights and now nobody's here. And it's just like... Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay. No. Throw that there, and we play. This'll do. This'll do nicely. Oh, okay. Or we can do that. Wait, what happened to my jug? It's supposed to be more than that. Hey, you started this! Dang. Oh, shotgun, of course. Ah! The one time I needed a shotgun. Invincible. Ooh. So, it is very... Ow! What did I do for that? Okay, sure. Oh, I hit the wrong button. That's okay. Fixo. Fixo. I did start out with arson. You're right. You're right. Invincible. So, here's the funny thing. I never read or watched it, but I know the whole thing because there's this wonderful artist. Let me rephrase myself. A wonderful YouTube video content creator called Comics Explained. And goes, what is up, everybody? Rob here. And this is the best man. Let me tell you something. Like, I love his vibe. I love him. Like, he's great. And he does comic book summaries, but he also gives out like codes of like, hey, you know, also read and support them. Go here it is for like 20% off. Like, even though you liked my summary, go read this. But their editing is super good. They more or less like explain the whole comic and show what panels they can. So over like the 2 years of them covering it every month or so. Oh, that's a cute skin. I kind of figured I know all of Invincible at this point. Wow, is it bloody? Holy crud, is it very bloody? In fact, I noticed that the series intro has more and more blood and decay on the logo every episode. Even though I never watched it, I did catch on to that. Execute Order 66. We didn't start the fire. Oh yeah, so Bulma's now just a Mandalorian, by the way.
This is the way.
That's very well... What is that skin? Oh my god. That's very well set. Ooh, did anybody see the newest Mortal Kombat trailer? Mortal Kombat's a little weird to my brand, but that's something I like personally. Sub-Zero, Cabal, because I love hook swords, and Melina. Those are my four. Those are my three. Those are my three. Yeah. I'm just kind of curious what the people, other people's Mortal Kombat favorites are. Oh, Johnny Cage was always really cool. What they did for him in the Xbox 360 one, the kind of the way they rebooted the series, it started from the beginning. They gave Johnny like some of the coolest. I wasn't the biggest fan of the one after where they had the kids. Oh man. So the most recent MK game, which I know is like 2 years old now, the fact that they had a skin of the movie actor, wasn't that the best? That tickled me purple. I loved that so much. You're not? Oh, you're not. That is fair. There was something about it I wasn't the most on board with either. I can't figure out what, but something felt off to me as I did. Honey? I couldn't get a shot. So that's the one bad side with the tactical pistol. You can't really shoot it unless you're locked on. So like, if you just move to the side, I can't pull the trigger. So that was, and it has a second to lock on before you can pull the trigger. So, yeah, that was a problem. I should have had that. I should have just grabbed the other gun. Yeah, they had the end quote too. Oh, you know what? Let's switch skins. Should we do Boba Fett? No, we'll do Cyber Me. Cyber Yomi. I said I like hook swords. Well, it's the upper. This upper part is the lower part of a hook sword. Funny enough. Wow, Yomi doing terrible. She's sussy. Yeah, so what? I'm having fun. Make sure to take a sippy. And yes, I have this as my intro music. It's really cool. It's girl, it slays. Alright? Alright. Definitely appreciating everybody who's here, of course, as well. I'm not sussy. What makes me sussy? I'm not sussy. Sussy. What makes me sussy, You tell me. You tell me. You tell me what makes me sussy. Yeah? Yeah? Okay. Well, if I'm sussy, then Zet, you're salty. But Oh, I need a badum channel point redeem. I've been told people like my little hyper crazy laugh. That is that true? Is that true? People like that? People like my gremlin laugh. Is that right? Because it ain't changing. It's always there. I just. It's not. Cute. I'm not cute. You're cute. What makes it cute? I'm not. It's not cute. Hyper crazy. Ah! Oh god. Okay. All right. Maybe I'll lean into that more. Ah. Oh gosh. Cameos. Ooh. Ooh. Yes. I mean, classic. The biggest classic being in the Marvel movies. You know, having a boy always appearing in that. You know, like I love that kind of stuff too. Any way of giving a little tongue-in-cheek without being tongue-in-cheek without forcing it. You know, if someone retells a joke 4 or 5 times, like Rick and Morty style, it's like, okay, I get it. It's only the first time, not the 30th. Like, so when they do that, you know, tongue-in-cheek stuff when it's done briefly and right, oh yeah, I love it. I don't know what it is. I just Stanley. I don't know why his name was escaping me for a second. Cause yeah, Stanley. It was in and out. It was like, here's Stanley. Y'all knew it was coming. Wasn't that funny? Good. Move on. Perfect. You know, there's not that there's a perfect way to tell a joke, but you know, to me, that was great. That was that's such a great way of handling it. It's like, here it is. It's a funny. Moving on. And they always made it different too. They always made it very unique how they did it. So, God rest his soul. You know, I'm very, very happy that he lived a long life. I did hear that there was a bit of... Oh, there was one right here. Drank in the wrong order. Drank in the wrong order. That's a sentence for a rainy day. All right, let's juggle here properly. That'll do. Someone right there? No. Yeah, I closed doors behind me. I'm a good girl. Well, the reason I close the doors actually behind me is often to lead people into not knowing if someone's been in there or not. And I've had times where I've been in the room, they open it up, barge in because I closed the door behind me, and then I shoot them with a shotgun or so. Artman! Hello! I'm so happy you're here! I hope you're having a fantabulous day. Super fantabulous, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, but I want to turn that into something positive. Okay, we need to play very carefully. I saw someone behind me as well. Screw it! We're gonna play carefully. Proceeds to throw grenades. Oh, what is wrong with me? I think we can get in on that. I wish this weapon had just a little bit more zoom to it. See what we can do. Sweet more Mario. Really? Oh boy. So Black Cat here has an amazing character. Swirly glasses and everything. She's a lovely like dark-skinned cowgirl, freckles, kind of thick, and has my favorite, the swirly glasses. So big fan of the character. There's somebody in there. Dang, I'm doing awful today. I'm still trying to find out what my best weapon is for all of this. I feel like my sniper rifle is my favorite, but yeah. Oh! I'm sorry, let me catch up just a little bit. I'm doing awful, but it's fun. I'm glad that you're home though, Artman. As long as you get home safe, you gotta relax. Things over here are really good. I did my afternoon shift, delivering the potions. We're gonna do that again in an hour and 15-er. Yeah, about an hour and 15. My usual, 2 to 5. Which I do want to do some streams around more of the evening. Weekends are very tough on doing that because weekends are where it's busiest for around the evenings. So there's that. Yeah, Cartoon, get yourself, do what you gotta do. I appreciate you being here. Like I always say, I'd rather have, whether you're here for 2 minutes or 2 hours. What is science but trying again with new variables? Yes, absolutely. Form your hypothesis, first off. a few variables to adjust as needed during the initial calculations. Then you experiment, write down any of the preceding results, see what did and did not work, change those variables, and try again. Boo! Congratulations on your debut today! Are we going with Boo Buddies? Guys, girls, ladies, gents, everyone in between, we have a very, very special guest with us today. Diabolical Boo. I want us all to just give a little bit of love here. I did so on my Twitter earlier today. They had a fantastic debut, and I was very proud of them. They actually helped me wake up this morning too, so it was really nice. And just, it's great to see people off to the races and getting it done. And they got it done. And it was great. It was a lovely while, and if you haven't, give them a check, give them a follow, give them some love. They're beginning their true journey today. I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy for you. Just be... Mama! If you want to. If you want to, I guess. That's okay. I have no qualms with that. What is that? Is that a weapon? That's a weapon. Ooh. That's a weapon. That'll do. Blue weapon, we takes. Wait, that's not a blue weapon. No! That's pyro! Oh, we're boned. Here I am in the middle of a field. Just me and a glass jar of fireflies. We're so boned. Aww. Get some of these, I guess. Bouncy, bouncy. I need a weapon badly. Here, I'm gonna just hop on jellyfish. Did I mention I don't play this game very seriously? Oh. Oh. I'm just being nice, because it's the right thing to do. One thing that Boo is doing, which is something I want to do as well, I mentioned this before, they do plan to learn languages in streams. Which I want to say, thank you for the head pats. Oh, there's someone there. I think. I closed my eyes and I got so involved in the head pat. Well, we're done with this building, so what do we have to do? We have to burn it down. That's the only answer. If you're done with the building, you must burn it down. That is fact. That is mandatory. When you finish with a place, you have to destroy it. Yep. Yeah, so I said this in my streams, when I debuted, I want to learn languages as well. And before people start asking, like, hey, you said you were going to do this, why haven't you started yet? My first couple weeks, I want to just get the wheels greased. I want to just kind of game for now. Ooh. 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 Monkey noises. Ooh. So, my first few weeks, we're doing just this. But, as I grease the wheels, as I get used to... I thought I picked up the purple. As I get used to this, then we're going to start doing ASMR, language learning, and hand cam. Hand cam's the big one. So... it'll take time, because I actually need to, oh yeah. We're done with this building, so, again, mandatory. Well, yeah, we're gonna do all that in time. I just first need to get the equipment. That's kind of the big hang on moment, you know? I did say when you're done with the building. Oh, I need that motorcycle. Everything's fine, everything's fine. No evidence to show that, no evidence to show you were there. Oh, who was where? I'm confused. Whee! Oh, this is a jump ability. That's cool. That's so nice. It's so good. I can throw grenades while I'm on this. I just realized that's hilarious. Granado! I mean, I guess we could just be like, yeet. Yeah! Thank you, thank you. Is that also... Ah! Well, I asked for that. Yeah, you're right. Grenade out. That was something. You're right. You're right. I should have expected that. Hit a jump, throw a grenade. Whee! Oh, that's so cool. What the? What is that? What is that? I don't know what that is. Any Fortnite players? Is this a pinata? Like, what's going on? Oh my gosh, it gives equipment? A loot llama? A loot llama, that's so... Ah! Okay, well, someone else wanted the loot llama. Message received. Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, they were playing. I see. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. I don't have the right weapon for this. I don't have like a longer range weapon. I didn't have a good weapon for that. I was like, oh, jeez. Yeah, I got too obsessed with the loot llama. Well, I was learning. I'd love to learn this. That range that I was at there. Like, obviously the SMGs are not good for that range. Which I don't even really like SMGs in general. So I'm guessing that's probably the place where like a Cobra or the Red Eye, I think it was, would be the good one. Because again, I like people to backseat and give me some stuff. So hey, what you're telling me there, a Mamori? That's perfect. Thank you for telling me that. That's a loot llama. That's such a cool name. Ammo and shields. Oh, so I wasn't even gonna drop weapons anyway. Okay, thank you for letting me know. And thank you, Crimson, for joining the lab today. This is so sweet. So many people. Like I'm Farvig Nugan right now. I am failure Megalier in playing today with this. And yet people are like, hey, we're here for it anyway. It means so much. Let me. Kai, hello. Oh gosh. God, I was just changing a thing. 5:15. Ow, I'll change the goal later. I'm in the middle of this all, jeez. Ha, wow. But Kai, hello. Welcome both you and Crimson to the lab. We are a newbie playing Fortnite. We're still learning a lot. Ah! Why? What did I do to deserve that? Okay, I see. You're coming in bombarding. I gotcha. Okay, message received. Fine. I think it feels better. Yeah, those are my assistants. Those are you guys. So, if, I'll just put that as an emote as well. Of course, you know, a sub would give you access to all these. But those little imps in lab coats are a representation to all of you, my lovely assistants who are, yeah, you're mischief makers. Aw, thank you. DMR. Oh. The DMR. Is that the Cobra? The DMR Cobra? I don't know the names yet. But because that's where I fight best. I fight good at like medium long. Ow! She's fine. Okay. I'll start using the Cobra more then. That's just a grenade. That's not good. Uh-oh. Ow! Why? I can't believe you've done this. What did I do? I mean, they don't hurt too much, but you know what? You're okay. Okay, fine. I was gonna let you live. I was going to let them live. I don't like taking a cheap kill like that. I was like, you know what? You're fine. You can go. They're like, no, I'm gonna sling my thing at you. Okay, fine. Jerk McGurk. Here you go. Ah! Oh, spooking me. Thank you. I guess we get a little confetti after killing someone like that. Red Eye is on the Cobra, but it's slower fire and more medium range friend. I see. So I should use the Cobra more then. That's so helpful. Really, that's what I would love people doing. What you're doing right now is just being like, hey, here's the thing. Ah! He's okay. She, there. Why'd the ground move like that? What? Shakiness in the ground. Uh-oh. Ah! Why? Oh, we're not in a very good spot, are we? Oh, we're not. Oh, I have a slap juice, though. I can keep running. I had the slap juice. That actually helped. All right. Okay, so that's the Red Eye. Yeah. I'm honestly kind of surprised that went as well as it did. Yeah, so here's the other thing, is there is the combat shotgun and the the Maven shotgun, or Haven. I always thought it was Maven. Would you mind letting me know kind of like what the difference is between them? I appreciate it. But it hits you, Mike. Your boo is fine. The assistants are very light. They're like 4 pounds. I don't know where they came from. They just one day showed up. Ooh, additional slap juice, sure. Okay, starting to understand a little bit now. Has quite a bit more kick to it than I initially thought. Like a little bit more knockback, if you will. All right, let's organize our weapons here. Boop, 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 boop. Yay! Those are the assistants. Let's go! Yay! Ah, everyone's in a happy mood right now. That means the world to me. So that's okay. So these are basically the same, actually. Ah! Are you sure about that? Oh, point blank sniper rifle. Let's go. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. All right. Now we're cooking with gas. Honestly, I like doing the point blank sniper rifle. It's like, oh, here's 120 damage. It's really hard to hit, but we'll do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it in the face. Hit him in the face. Now we might as well drink that. 2 points is 2 points. Yeah. Okay. We're now cooking with grease. That's great. Oh, thank you. I'm a sniper at the end of the day. At the end of the day, I like my longer range. The one thing I like here, I'm still learning, but I like that sniper rifles are a bit more fair by having, like, trail off with their shots. There's only one. Like, there's that whole longer range. Like, most weapons I'm noticing are hit scan. When we get up there, I'm starting to learn that. Nope. That's good enough. That's good enough. Oh, haha, funny. Sure, we'll take that. I kind of want the slap juice, though. I'm not really used to the ODM gear yet. Oh, gosh, that scared the poop out of me. Tactical banana. Ah, that scared the poop out of me. Did not expect that. Tactical banana. Ow! What did I do to deserve that? Question, actually. Redeems. The book bonk, I noticed, is not one that's very popular. Maybe I'll swap that out, or do you guys want to just... Actually, either swap out, or, like, is there such a thing as having too many redeems? Ow! Why? Hey, sure, I'll remember. I'll remember this. You know, maybe I'll hold on to the slap juices. That's a sentence. Buy stuff from. Ooh. Ah! I just said. Message received. So I don't know if there's a thing for Twitch. If you can have too many redeems. Again, I am still learning, but I have been wondering, like, gosh, why now? What is that kind of a thing? Is there a limit to how many redeems you can have, or would anyone ever feel overtaxed by seeing like too many, or is like choice paralysis, or people just generally would like to see a whole lot of those? Why not? And after mantling, energy. What is energy? We'll do that. I don't know which was good, but we'll try. Yeah, I was kind of like figuring out, like, hey, what's... So I was gonna try to figure out what works and what doesn't. I admit. Yeah, so I fully admit, I am doing this for fun in the end. If I can... Oh, thank you. That means a lot. If I can end up making like a good profit and, you know, not have to work the potion deliveries as much, awesome. But, you know, at the end I am... ow! Why so much of that? That hurts. I have a big old bump at the end of it. Fine, protection. All right, fine. Yeah. I'm thinking with my noggin. Because my noggin really hurts right now. Where should we go? We should go... Let's try the Shadowed Labs. Yeah. Ah! They're fine. They flew away. Ooh, marksman rifle. Is that something over there? No. Gonna keep a close eye. It looks like some stuff happened over here. As the white stamina bar. Oh, so a mantling would actually give me some more speed. I see. That's just a chicken. I seriously appreciate like all those little tidbits. Because again, part of this is me just wanting to learn. Chicken! Let's go! Chicken! Can I grab it? Okay, fine. Fine. That's what's going on right now. I'm gonna just have to get pelted by stuff. Sure. Ah! Ah! I'm gonna come over there and snugger knot you at this rate. Hi, chicken fly! Oh, I probably could have used it off the ramp or so. Ooh. He is out in the open. Oh, I see. Keeping an eye on him. Alright, we got this. I see, yeah, okay, this weapon's making more sense to me. I'm just gonna take it slow here. Goku has had his time in the sun. Let other people take some reins. Hang on, what's going on over here? It's still gotta be that banana fellow. It's gotta be. What's that? Ah! 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 Yeah. My leg! Not gonna be the death of me, I swear. Not that I have a curative for death. But, yeah, it's not gonna hurt me at this point. I haven't gotten to Goku Black yet. I'm actually really close. We just had the, I know, because, mild spoils. I know that happens, like, next? But, in fact, I know a little bit about what happens, because spoilers and stuff, it's hard to... Where'd they go? Oh, I borked that up. I borked that up so badly. We got this. I borked that up pretty badly. I'm okay. I'm okay. Sorry, I'm a little focused. That's loaded. That's fine. Dang. Oh, shotgun, yeah. The thing I'm feeling a little weird with is the Cobra's recoil is hard for me to adjust to. Ooh, sorry, the shrinking potion still has some after effects. Thank you, Blaster! Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm still trying to find what my favorite weapon is right now. I think my favorite's the lock-on pistol. Like, I can have good aim where it matters for my first shot or so. But I genuinely am still learning a lot with these. I turned the heat on by accident. Ooh, it's hot. Let me turn the fan on really quick. Yeah, do that. We're just having a little bit of fun. Lurky, lurky. Oh, here's a question for you, Hey. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Oh, thank you. So here's a question for you, Hey. Is the sniper rifle the only one that's not hit scan? Ah! Is the sniper rifle the only one that's not hit scan? Because I'm kind of adjusting I'm adjusting the Cobra and the red dot the same way you would for the sniper rifle, and I don't know if that's true or not. Crabs in the lab! Ah! Hey! Ah! Crabs in the lab! Okay. Ooh. And, boo! Ha! Ooh. here or there. TF2 is one of my all-time favorites. And I'll still play TF2. I liked Borderlands 1 and 2. Borderlands 3 wasn't my cup of tea. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. For those who still loved it, good for them. In fact, I know that's one you liked. I've kind of... I think I just got a little... I think I just got bored after a while of Borderlands in general. It wasn't Borderlands 3, it was... Yomi started with Borderlands 1, and then 2, and then the pre-sequel. And so I think after that I started getting a little bit tired was all. So it's less of 3 and more of just brand, like, tiredness. So that's probably with that. Yeah, I can do a good FPS here and there. I genuinely enjoy a lot of them. Oh, it's funny, I was asking a question, but I noticed that they just went off lurky. That is fine. Oh, we synced the bus driver. Alright, let's focus this time. Let's try to really get this done right. I'm gonna go to the gas station, because it's my favorite place. Beep boop, got the juice. Ow! Hi! You throw yourself at me? Watching you, mister. Or missus. I don't know. Aw, thank you. Oh, it means a lot. Yay! Really, Mech? Oh, could be. And hopefully it was when I was doing a little bit better than today, because I'm trash today. That's okay. Yeah, this is the main skin that I use. Ooh, these are not the best, but it's something. Whee! Okay, they went up there. Hurry, hurry, drive the fire truck. Ah, that was an old thing we used to say in school. Hurry, hurry, drive the fire truck. Big red car! Honk, honk, chugga, chugga, big red car. Or was it toot toot? I forget. Honk, honk. Oh, you can shoot the fences! I didn't know that. Message received. I didn't know you could do that. That's really cool. Honk, honk, chugga, chugga, big red car. And now, the ultimate plan! I only have gray weapons. This is gonna go awfully. I don't know why I decided to do that. Bounce? It was a bounce? Okay. Ran into me in a game before. A really good voice. So I don't use my voice in games. But this is the most social I normally am in games with you guys. But I'm curious what game it might have been. Ooh, chupa 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 choo. We'll take those. Splash! Sploosh! All of the juice! You know what? Sod it. We'll upgrade that. Why not? Yeah. What's going on over here? Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on with it? I'm not the best. I'm actually kind of tartar sauce right now. That's okay. It's going like right through them. What? Okay, so yeah, I don't know. Is this hit scan? Let me actually take a shot. It looks instant. It does look instant. It's hard to tell. Because I'm kind of like adjusting like it's the sniper rifle, and I don't know. No, you! Ooh, marksman enough circle. Yes. Once I know that, I'll definitely like, stop adjusting this weapon in the way I have been. Because that's honestly been what's thrown me for the rope the most. No, you! Yes, me! Wait, yes, me! No, you! Oh, gosh. I don't know anymore. Up is down and left is right, and sweet and sour sauce is actually bitter and tart sauce. I don't know what's going on anymore. Ooh, chug jug. Not chug jug. Yo, me. Can't believe I'm using that meme now. Excuse you, good sir. And or madam. You're not allowed to do that. I just said chug jug. What the heck? Colonel Chug Chug. Ah! What timing! I can't believe it. Ooh, perfect. Ooh, this is good. This is a great setup now. Aw, thank you, Chris. It means a lot. By the way, since we hit 500 today, thank you all so much. I'm going to try to think of a celebration of some sorts. I did not expect us to get there so soon. I've only started streaming 3 weeks ago. Debuted last week. Wow. The more I think about it, like, I don't let it get to my head, but it's just like really, really... Oh, that's a lot going on over here. Okay. I'm gonna take this slow. Howdy! Oops. I love doing that. Just like peekaboo. I thought I heard a car. Oh, that's what happened. These fellas. There we go. Ah, that was oh goodness. Okay, I do not like grabbing these. They are cheap? Question mark? I don't know. I don't feel comfortable using them. They don't feel. You feel kind of overtuned. But I guess that's the thing I'm realizing too is like right now this is the weapon of the week or weapon of the month, I guess. This and lightsabers. And I heard there was something about like with Thanos before, and there was like Kamehamehas and all these things. So I'm guessing they revolve through like these themed powerful things. Is that right? If so, I mean, got better. I guess, maybe. Oh, storm is the storm is approaching. There's no way to drive over there, is there? Oh no, you can go down, around. Okay, yeah. We got this. You've got this. No, I don't. No, I don't. This is a bad idea. This is a really bad idea. Cars don't drive on grass. Hello, Matt. So, ma'am. Hello. Yeet. Woo, okay. So I do plan next time I play this to be doing it with hitting a opponent with a vehicle. Oh my god. I plan to do sod the car, forget it. Playing with audience. Thank you. I'll be playing with audience next time I do this. I've been deliberately avoiding doing any like big collab stuff since again, this is my 3rd week ever streaming. I started late, like the last week of April. I guess we're almost on our 4th week now, huh? But once I'm comfortable enough and feel like, ow! Okay, she's fine. I always want to assure they're fine. But yeah, as of that point, then I'm gonna start doing, ooh. Sure, mythical? Excuse me? Yeah. Excuse me? Okay. But yeah, after that, and there's a lot of people I want to. Like, I want to do something with Vindrash, I want to do more with Hazy, there was Lay Shroom, there was Mini Molly, and Dusa, and more. I can't even think of everyone's name right now, because so much going on. But I do want to play with people in collabs. And then, can you drive this? You can? Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! But yeah, I want to collab, and but with Fortnite, I'll just kind of do like play with audience. I'll just like open up some lobbies with people. Maybe next week. Not next week, because next week we're gonna do as a horror thing. But the following week, run with the wheels. No, I'm just gonna ignore that. Give it a try. Oh, I can run faster than this. Okay, someone's trying to snipe. I heard that. Yeah, definitely give streaming a try. I said this before and I'll say it again. Don't go in with the amount of preparation I did, because I kind of, well, I paid. I paid for my model. I paid for some assets. I made the background that you see. But generally, ooh, there's a person over here. Generally, I, bought a lot of my stuff ahead of time, which is not always a wise thing to do. Because you might spend all this money and then realize you're not really a fan of it. And only reason I spent a lot ahead of time was because I knew I was gonna like this. I did tabletop games, DMing and stuff like that, so I was already comfortable doing a lot of voices and acting. I did a lot of studying. I studied a lot of YouTube videos on like how-tos and stuff. And because of all that, I generally knew, like, yes, this is for me. This will work. But if you like are new and don't really have much of a track record on like some of the skills that are needed, don't buy anything. Don't buy assets. Just give it a whirl. Just do it. Come on, he's gonna go right. He's healing. Hang on, we're gonna try to flank around. Ah, I hate that blaster rifle. I really hate that blaster rifle. Especially if they're playing on console, because it has like an auto lock. It's devastating. But yeah, pay only for what you feel comfortable paying with at first. Like if you need a can, ow! Okay, like that. I made those. You know, I learned mix it up. So that came across as something I could do. But yeah, I had the skills in acting already. Character acting, another. Why? Even Yomi is someone I had since 2017. So I had a lot of art and stuff already. Network too, if you want to grow. Here's the thing. Actually, you need to decide right away. Do you just want to stream and have fun? Or do you want to grow a community? Or do you want to try to make it a full-time thing? There's all sorts of different aspects. And don't, like, absolutely go in thinking you're going to bust in and do, I'm trying to teach a class. But just go in, yeah, okay, so full-time, I'll say this much. I'm going to rip the Band-Aid right off. You're not going to make it full-time for the first 6 months. Impossible. Because you literally have to first hit affiliate and then partner, and you have to do so many streams before you can get partner or affiliate. You actually literally have to do a certain amount of streams and do a certain amount of time first. So start now. Don't do what one of the people I know did that and ended up making them homeless, which is, I'm going to quit my job and be a streamer. And they quit their job and they started streaming and they were only getting 4 views average and realized that they weren't getting paid for a while and then lost their house. It's like, I mean, what did you expect? Rome wasn't built in a day. That old saying, give it a try, start off small, go in with your head that, yeah, you want to do that. And if you're going to want to do it full time, then make sure you do some research too. Watch some YouTube videos, ask people around, and, you know what you want to do as a brand, know what you want to, like, associate yourself with the most, know what you want to avoid, network with people, build every social media possible, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, Discord, everything. Those are all big things. And it will become full-time, but like, oh, how much you gotta juggle. Like, I still work full-time. I still do my potion deliveries full-time. In fact, we gotta do that in about 40 minutes. Yay! That's my little bit of advice, just kind of a scattering thing. Know your audience, know who you want to reach to, know what you want to do. For example, I want to be able to educate younger audiences too. So, because I play games like FORTNITE and I want to play Minecraft, that's going to reach younger audiences too. I want my experiments that I do on the hand cams to be younger audiences, so I know not to drop too many bombs. And if I do, I'd be very careful about it. So I have the equipment for all those kind of things. There's someone right around here. There's someone like... Hold on. I think we're running circles around each other. But knowing what you're going to try to achieve first and building a plan around it's very important. And this has been the Yomi's Head Talk. I don't know. Here's the thing. I say this like I know all of these things from experience. I don't. Because I've only been experiencing for about 3.5 weeks now. I know this from research. Because Hold on. I just think someone might be there, so. Because I did a lot of research. That's the big difference. There's... Why were none of those shots hitting? That was like point blank. Okay. That's why I'm getting the most confused with the red eye, is like, it seems to go through them at times. I don't understand that. I don't know if it's like a recoil, but my screen's not showing the recoil or something. I really need to know more about that weapon, because half the time my shots are going through them. It doesn't make sense. Like I was standing still, standing right in the dead center. There's something I'm missing. There's something I don't understand. That's the thing. And I'd like to learn what that is. So you know what I'm gonna do? Taking my own advice. I'm gonna watch a video tonight on Fortnite weapons. I'm gonna see, like, is the red eye got something I don't know about, or the Cobra this and that. It's a big thing. Make sure you research a lot. Gibbies! I'm calling you Gibbies now. Gibbies! I'm doing very well. I'm doing terrible in Fortnite, which is fine. We're having fun. People can mock me all they want. We're doing great, though. Gibbs, thank you for being there in Booze today. That was very sweet of you. Hey, good old cheers! Yay! I am falling over and over and over again. Okay, that's a thing. With water and sodium. What, like sodium hydroxide? Are you making sodium hydroxide? Ow! I deserve that. Pickle Rick! Oh my god, he actually looks around too. That's funny. That's okay. My noggin is getting more and more fortified. Oh gosh. But yeah, I'm very curious that. The only thing I can think of is sodium hydroxide, but like if you use the right amount of milligrams and stuff. Bloody sodium and water! Sure, what was on the agenda? I'm very curious. I'm very curious. Pickle Rick! But a lot of people say the Pickle Rick episode was where, like, it turned and changed. I'm just here like, small brain, I'm just having fun. I understand there's a lot of stuff with the Rick and Morty series. These days, I try not to worry too much about all the sides dramas and stuff that goes on. Just for tackling for 2 seconds. Rick and Morty, Justin Roiland, the drama, all the stuff going on there, made people like, fall off, whatever. I'm just here like, hey, I get it. I'm just gonna watch it when I feel like it. Like, I don't, it's not good to worry about every little thing. You're not gonna, there's only so many years of your life. Don't get worked up about every little thing. Now, on the other hand, if there is something that is legitimately terrible about a series that is like harmful to the public or something like that, that's more understandable. That's like, ooh, they're doing this. I really don't want to be supporting. There we go. Supporting like something that's genuinely bad or something like that. That's a different story. That's a whole different story. We don't need to go on that. Your therapy, aww. Well, I mean, one of my biggest goals is to make sure people have better days. Fishy! Get back in the water! Yay! We saved the fishy! Oh, Blaster, thank you! More ingredients for the lab. Oh, we needed those. Helping me buy dinner tonight. I don't say this out of like pity or out of like, oh, Yomi needs help badly. No. I am very financially, like, I don't say unwell, but minimal. I am very financially minimal. I've always had been all my life. I did say I grew up very impoverished. So, like, this sort of stuff is, not only is it super helpful and makes me want to cry, but it is just very, very nice when people do that kind of thing. Yeah, right? What is money like having, like, so, again, the only reason I was able to start off with a decent amount of stuff was because I worked 60 hours every week during Christmas and January. 2 months straight, I worked 60 hours. So that's the only reason I was able to buy a model and stuff like that, despite being poor. I'll just straight up say it. Yomi's poor, period. But that's why I was able to get a lot of the equipment that I had. And it's like, oh, well, how about art? It's like, I actually have a good reputation with a lot of artists, so I got them at discounts and stuff like that. 'Cause that's a big thing too, just having good, like, rep and being nice with folks. Not that you should be nice looking for something out of it. No, 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 no. It's just very nice when that niceness is seen and compensated in some way. I don't know how else to phrase that, if that makes any sense. Hopefully that makes sense. I saw you. No, that's an NPC. Okay. I almost shot them. Thank you. Yeah, ooh, mythical dog, but sure. We'll take that. That's a lot better than the one we got now. So yeah, any little bit that people do give, it's awesome. I admit, I do want to take this full time. That would be awesome if that happens. But Rome isn't built in a day. Cotton Candy, I remember you last time, and I remember that name because it made me smile last time too. Ooh, what is that? We're doing very well. I am off to work in a little bit. There we go. That actually felt a little better. Let's recoil on it. Oh. I see, said the blind man. Okay. Yeah, we're doing very well. Other than off to work in a little bit, which work has been... So, real talk, work's been troublesome. The reason being is because I do my potion deliveries. But if I don't have a lot of demand for them, then I'm not going to have much that I make. Hang on. There we go. So, for instance, you know, if I only have 3 orders, I only make whatever those 3 orders make me. Or in this case, a lot of people who are ordering very low ball. It's like, yeah, do that potion delivery for $2. Like, no. I'm not a charity. You know, I'll deliver those 20 potions 5 miles for maybe like $10, yeah. Because I got gas to pay for too. All sorts of things. And unfortunately, this May, things have been very tight. I have not had a lot of deliveries, so this month is very unprofitable. It's basically make rent and eat very cheap, not very good for you food and survive. And I hate saying that, but sometimes it just happens. What is that? Why? Oh, that's just an NPC. Okay. No! Stop it! What is that accuracy? Dang. Okay. I got pinned by NPCs from the back. That's the worst. Ah. Yeah, those troopers just aggro you wherever. Yeah, it is tough. I've always been, and I am doing okay enough, Art. This is how I've been always raised. You know, I grew up in a very small sort of family, a family that didn't even love me. They locked me in closets half the time. I've been starved by them many a days. You know, the lore video that I had where I talked about some of those things in Yomi's perspective, you know, pulling the veil for half a second, there was some realness to that. You know, there was a lot of genuineness behind all that. It wasn't just some story I made up for sobs. I want to be able to relate to the story that's there. No, I want to write a story that I can relate to, not I must relate to the story backwards. But generally, yeah, it has been tough like that. That just killed you was one of my friends. Oh, really? Yeah, they had a good... That's a big thing in this game, I'm realizing. It's all about just having the right advantage at times, too. Whether it be you got the surprise on them, and you become the third party. In that case, you know, I had NPCs on my back and I had no cover. That's not... Obviously, I should have also done better myself. Obviously. I'm not making excuses. But I'm learning that taking advantage of situations or building advantages for yourself is big too. So I'm learning a lot more with that. I think a thing too is when I play solo, I do a lot of crouch walking and sniping and stuff like that. And I keep worrying that that's not very interesting. So I end up playing a bit more run gun Rambo when I'm with you guys, and that's not really my style. Should I play as covert ops style I usually do? I worry it might be a little more boring. But should I play like the Yomi style this session? Because it's a silly thing, but I I feel like watching a sniping round might be a little boring. But sod it. We'll make this last one something like that. Go full. Yeah, I'll do that. Alright, let's drop. Let's go. See where we land. Oh, Chris. Thank you. That means a lot. That's true. Sniping's a good job, mate. Get it outdoors. Never get hungry. I forget how that whole thing goes. Oh, they're going that way, so I'm gonna deviate this way. I love TF2. I play demo nights, which is very awkward but fun. Okay, there's some stuff there. Hey! Are we landing? Dead before they hit the ground. Whoopsie. That was funny. I mean, it's still around. So, here's a big thing. TF2 had a big bot problem. And technically, it always has that problem. But it's way better now. They fixed a lot. The bot problem in TF2 has gotten really well curated. So I would say now is a great time to get into it. There's very little issue with it. Because I started playing again not that long ago. And we had very few bots. And the time there were, we kicked them out very fast. So give it a whirl. I can't make guarantees you're gonna love it, but I can definitely say, you know, if you liked it before, feel it's just as good as it ever did. I actually made the mistake where I thought I was done playing it forever and I sold all my stuff. And then oh. There we go. I ended up selling all of my stuff, and with the money that I got from it, I bought the game Amori, which was really good. But now as I come back to it, I'm like, I don't have any of the stuff I used to have. I have no items now. So, kind of rebuilding up on that, if you will. Alright, hopefully get a pistol one. No, neither of those. Oh, someone's in there. Someone's in there, we're gonna flush them out. All the windows! That ought to scare them. There we go. Those grenades were really good throws. Those did a lot. Because yeah, the grenades you almost never use. They're always kind of like memey or like... But that was the perfect place to use them. Holy smokes. There's only one shot left in this. In the end of time, when all turn to dust, when humanity has reached its bitter end, when there is nothing left for humanity to scale, all but one thing has remained. When dust turns to dust, there will be nothing more. Then, Team Fortress 2. Oh, gosh. I don't know where I was going with that, but we did. Alright. That was actually a good start. Running good. You know what? I think that generally is. Like, I'm starting to play Yomi style now. I'm starting to play more like how I usually do. And so we're doing better now. It's kind of funny how that works. What was I saying before? No one's better at being yourself than you. Ooh. That's a mythical one, but it's not the lock-on pistol. Any questions? Oh, yeah, that's right. Usually a little break and you're back. The Red Eye and the Cobra. So, the sniper rifle, this has that trail off, which I'm learning. I'm getting used to. Do the other ones, do the Cobra and the Red Dots, also have trail off, or are they hit scan? Ow! Fine. Jeez. I'll stop asking questions then. Yes! Hello! Hello! It's good to see you. Wow! So, everybody. Sorry, I'm not gonna go into that. Guys, this is such a treat. I actually want to give this out. Yustle's here. Sorry. Yustle's here. There we go. I need to make a shout out command. They have been doing fantastic when it comes to networking, and a lot of their videos have been very inspiring to me. And there's somebody I've talked to a little bit on the side too, and they're a real sweetheart. And they do plan to debut next month. And when they do, you bet your bottom dollar I'm gonna be there. And I would love if some folks here, or all of you, whoever wants to be a special bean and assistant, would show up as well. I think they're gonna do great. And the big thing is, big thing is, don't set impossible expectations. Yestles is gonna do their best, and hey, if there's scuff, there's scuff. If something goes wrong, something goes wrong. If someone has to reschedule, someone has to reschedule. We can't judge people for that kind of stuff. Real life happens all the time. But I'm wishing you the best of luck, Yestles. And now that I have kissed your booty enough times, I'm kidding. But really, well, thank you for being here. It's so inspiring words. It's so very pleasant. Yay! You jerk! I was trying to be nice. Now they're softened up. There we go. All right. Sorry about that. I got a little distracted by I think that was Mikasa. Oh, goodness. Oh, gosh. Wholesome. Thank you, Maple. Hello for being here, Maple. Oh, Shuckles. Good to have you here. Yay. Yay. Nearby chest. Energy. I don't want either of these. They're doo-doos. Slap juice. Slap me with that juice. Funny, Yomi suddenly doing Yomi playstyle, and she's suddenly doing better. Zealand! Everybody's here. Everyone's here. I should make the Smash Brothers sound of Redeem. Oh wait, no, I shouldn't. Nintendo will sue the heck out of me. And I like to wear pants. I don't want Nintendo to sue the pants off of me. What am I kidding? I wear a skirt. What's the difference? Awake for 30 whole minutes. A new record! Where's the sniper rifle ammo? I need sniper rifle ammo, or I'm gonna die! Yay! Wait, no! Think you're playing smart there? No. I'm playing smart. Smart pistol. Wholesome while being shot at. Called me the heck out. Oh, that's right. You know what, Zealand? That makes sense, because I remember in your last stream when Zealand here is playing some Tomb Raider 2. That is cool. PS1 Tomb Raider 2. Yes. I remember when you had to go to work then. That was like 7 or so hours to go to this time. That's not how grass works. So that makes sense. Yeah, this is where you're getting home. See, I keep in mind everyone's little schedules, and there's the reasons for being here. I keep that stuff in mind. Just play this right here. Reload, always slide. And beep boop. Yeah, that makes sense, because you're in, let's see, 5-hour difference. Oh, 5-hour difference. Yeah, you are in the England. The land of... I'm not going to make any silly jokes. My friend Helm Chan's from there, so kind of know that schedule very well. So, I want everybody to take a lesson from this. What was I saying earlier? You do best when you be yourself. What was Yomi not doing when playing this? She was running, gunning, and getting in people's faces, which is not her playstyle, and she was losing all the time. I said this match, I'm going to start playing Yomi style, where I actually play, far away and kind of snipey and using this pistol, and suddenly I'm doing well. Best thing you are at being is yourself. Gosh, I'm getting really stinky ones right now. I'll take that, sure. Little blue circle you're swinging with harvesting tool? Oh yeah, I did see that a couple times. I was wondering what that was about. Thank you. A more free schedule. Yes, Miles, absolutely. Absolutely. Oops, sorry. Make sure you're taking good care of yourself. That's the most important thing. I'm still a little giddy because Yestles came in. I mean, I get giddy when everyone comes in. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Ah, what? No, that's not the thing. Hold on. Are you sure about that? I have a shotgun. There we go. Woo! So, but here's the thing: is whenever somebody comes in the first time, that gives me like the super biggest hype. So it's not like, oh, Yomi's liking Yestles more than that. It's like, no. This was just the first time I saw Yestles come in. So I was like, ooh, really caught on to that. If that makes sense. Lazy Purple, I have a shotgun. See, I know that reference. Oh, God. Ooh. I don't normally fight on those. See, again, Yomi doesn't normally do this. She doesn't like rifts. I was tempted to do it because there's an audience here. No, I'm gonna play my way. Oh, a science question. Really? Already? I say, listen to me. I say already. And I'm like, no, not already. We've been here for this long. I'm keeping an eye around here. Oh. Give me just a second on that. Let me take care of this buckarino. I think we're safe, actually. Nope. We're not safe. There's something going on over here. Well, I guess I can give you one right now.
Did you know that?
When it comes to the cells inside of the body, there's actually 10 times more bacterial cells than there are skin cells inside the human body.
Now you know.
And now you're going to want to take a shower. Don't worry, though. It's actually very healthy. There's a lot of the bacteria we have in ourselves is incredibly healthy to have. Boom. Goodness. That should have been a headshot. Oh, well. They're right behind that? They're right behind that. Whoa, that was a clip? What was that? What was that? They just, like, vanished. That's not right. Okay, hold on. That person clipped and went invisible. You guys saw that. Like, they just blatantly just went vanished, and that was weird. What was that? Rolled? You can roll in this game? Wait, what's rolling? How do you roll? How do you roll? That's a thing! Ah, because again, I'm learning in this game. How do you roll? Ooh, that's a whole new strat. With a lightsaber. Oh, you can only roll the lightsaber? Freaking lightsabers. Yeah. The lightsabers and the blasters, I don't like them. Ah, okay, that makes more sense. That makes a lot more sense. I was like flabbergasted because I just saw that like vanish. But okay, so like if you rolled, they must have made it smaller and maybe over the hill I couldn't see them. Okay. Thank you. And this little blue thing you're talking about, yeah. Thank you. That makes more sense. Wait a second. I just realized what you're... Hold on. I think I just realized what you're saying. So that did 50. That did 100. No way! Oh! If you hit the blue spot, it's 100. I did not know that. Oh! I was wondering what that thing was. We learned today. Well, this is what I'm learning so much today with this game. I'm so happy. Oh yeah, hey, Hemamori, you answered this and I actually missed it. You said that was only the sniper rifle that was hit scan. Or not hit scan, it was the only one that wasn't hit scan. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know that with the weak point thing. That's so, as soon as you pointed that blue thing, I was like, yeah, let me see what that's actually about. Good idea. Hail works, by the way. Ah, slimes! The slime is a dragon. That's such a cute name. Why is everybody here so cute? Why is everybody here so cute? You're all so cute. Welcome aboard. Guys, it's a little celebration. We hit 500 follows today as well. And just... oh, you guys are so supportive. I love every bit of this. Oh! That makes sense with the blasters, yeah. I noticed that with the blasters. And one thing that got me with the blaster I didn't like is it really stinks when you have people playing on console. I play on the console, they get like a free auto aim a little bit. And ooh, that's a little spicy. That's okay. And for everything I'm saying, by the way, I'm never trying to make excuses. I'm always analyzing things. I always want to let people know. It's like, oh, you're just making excuses. Like, no, I suck. I'm learning. That's the whole point of this game. Yes, Rika's. We actually rated her a couple streams ago. I think, was she the one we rated after our... I forget if it was her we rated after debut or someone else. When you land, look up. Wait. Okay, thought I heard something. Let's get some stuff first. I do not like having only a shotgun around. Shotgun. So... yeah, that explains it. Oh, that makes harvesting those so quicker. Oh, that's huge. It's gonna be an upstairs. Wow. That's a game changer, Maple. Holy patoli. I don't know what a patoli is, but I'm coining that now. Oh, I love it. Rika is a treasure. Her voice is lovely. The spirit and cheer that she has is fantastic. She's good at, you know, like, keeping notes on people. Not notes, like, keeping names. Like, you know when... I like to pride myself on this. Like, I memorize people that I see. I'm like, oh, hey, it's you again. Or, hey, it's you again. Like, I recognize you. Rika's really good at that, too. She'll know, like, your name and that you visited, and she'll keep you in mind. And that's huge. So, yeah, I just genuinely like her. I know she had her big debut not that long ago. We'll stick with that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, exactly, man. Because I'm, again, like, I'll say it a million times. Like, I am still new at this game. I have a couple skins and stuff, sure, but... someone's just shooting at me. Oh. At least it shows a red X when that happens. That's nice. Honey, I have a shotgun. Wait. Oh, that was panic. Actually, I think we're safe. I'm gonna use this instead, because this takes longer. I like the spray can the most. Yeah, Rika has that good chaotic energy. I have a thank you for the clippies! By the way, folks, clips are incredibly appreciated. I will never be upset about them. I'm not the sort of person like, oh, you clipped me out of context. Like, nah, have fun. Like, I'm secure enough in myself that I'm never gonna be, like, annoyed by clips. So, go right ahead. I think the funniest one is we had the goo room in, Portal the other day. That was an experience. Oh, let me tell ya. Oh, I know there's those fishing rods you can do something with too, but, I'm not gonna play with those right now. Oh, baby, let's go! Ah, saw that one coming a mile away, buddy. Like I said, sniper rifle's where I go. Oh, that was a crown, too! Let's go pick up that crown. Thank you. So that's the thing, sniper rifles is where my jam is. Alright, let's get back on that while we're at it. Ooh, that got me invigorated. End of the line! Whee! Ah, I'm so happy seeing people use the emotes too. Which, we have the rave dancing emotes on the way. It's being tweaked. I showed it last stream, during the YouTube thing, didn't I? Or in my little thing. Ooh, aerialist, sure, certainly. I think that's a better order. Oh, we need to hurry, because that's gonna close in on us. Is that machine gun? We have a shotgun though for that. Yeah, we should hurry. We should hurry. Beep, 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 beep. I'm gonna take a sip of water. All of you should. No, it's funny, I usually take a break every hour, but these shorter streams where it's like 2:30 to 5, I don't know. Okay. I haven't really been taking much of a break during those. Because I haven't really needed it when it's that short. Kind of feel like when it's only 2 hours, 2.5 hours, why bother with a break? I would like to have those SMG, and I don't really have much actually. Right, because we have the glider. Okay. Yes, that part I did pick up on, but I appreciate you for that. So there is... Oh, it's this fellow. He's just like, he dead, huh? Okay, and we just get the last one of it. Hello, sir. Okay, there we go. Suppressed rifle. Yes, we will take that. Take that. Where is... Oh, gosh, because he dropped his card. Wow, we're not gonna have a lot of time. Where is his vault in this area? Oh, no. Oh, no, I'm not gonna know where that is. His vault. What was that? Where is his vault in this? Oh, it's over... Is that it over there? Oh, I think that's it. I think that's it. 40... Fishies! Fishies are... Oh, it tells you, Yomi. We gotta be quick. Oh, we gotta be really quick. Sure. Okay, okay. I think we got this. I think we got this. Swiping card. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Shotguns. Sure. Yeah, that was super helpful. So we only have a very short amount of time. Take that. Take that. No. What is the mythic chest? Any other mythic chest? No. Take that. Sorry, scrambling. And that's why we were scrambling! Ah, we're fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Other way. Go! Gotta go feast. There we go. Can you heal while on the rails? Hey, you can! Look at that! Awesome! Alright, now we juggle. Purple. Let's see. Suppressed rifle, shotgun. Good, good. Long, medium, close. Let's go. Yeah, I learned how slurp juice works. Scientific paper from a school project, sodium and water that I thought I lost! All is not lost, my friend. Knowledge is an ever valley you shall pursue. Like I always say, just when you think you lost everything, there is still... Oh, there's a lot of things. Porta potty to get out fast enough. What? Porta potties do something? Okay. I will remember that next time. Note to self, jump in porta potty. That's the thing I never thought I'd say. Oh, gosh. That's funny, we haven't had a lot of kills. This, had a couple of combats, but I feel like we would have had more than this. Send you to a nearby one that it's connected to. Aw, thank you, Chris. So, porta potty, wow. Again, sentences I never thought I'd say in 2023. Porta potties teleport you. I bet you there's a science behind that. The ultimate flush. Ah, thank you for the lurker. I appreciate it. I'm just happy having you aboard, Akumi. I want to catch your... Neither of these, either. Hold on. Gosh, give me a good one. Light ammo. Ah! Sniper rifle one, please. No. Okay, last reroll. Okay, fine. I want to catch your next one, Akumi, of the rest of your adventures with Lara Croft. Hello. Scary. I don't know what that was about. I don't know what that big boom sound was. That was scary. Really? I see what that boom sound was. It took me a moment to feel it. I feel it now in my bones and my soul. Thank you. Ah. Oh boy. That scared the heck out of me. Oh gosh. Is that? Oh. Do you want to go jellyfishing? Ooh. Enhanced Havoc Shotgun and Havoc Pump. What's the difference? Oh. Goodness. Oh, Mythic. Okay. Okay. Sure, I'd love that. Alright, we need to hurry ourselves over here. Let's get into the situation. Looks okay. Looks okay. Sounds good, Akuma. You know what? I appreciate that. Even though you were lurking, you still chimed in to say that. That's very sweet of you. That's very attentive. I might be able... Well, actually, with the stream times, I should be able to catch the good first half of that. Oh, that's lovely. I'm doing my best to catch as many streams as I can of folks. You know, only so much time in the day, of course. But yeah, gotta do what you gotta do in that. The nice thing is I start my mornings, when I wake up, I start my mornings trying to be very productive. I feel very energized in the mornings. So I'll usually have a stream on to keep me focused. And, well, yeah, it works out perfectly. Oh, hello? I need to pay a little close attention. I'm in. Oh, you are? Ah, maybe you will. Maybe you will. Yeah, you can attack with it. It's kind of weak. I know it's only like 60 damage, unless there's something about it I'm not catching. I do like the ODM gear, but I generally like this kind of setup: long, medium, close, heal, shield. Yeah, this is both heal and shield, but yeah. But early on, if I catch it, I'll definitely end up using it. I heard that. That's a rift. Unless there's something else, please do tell. There's like nobody around right now. Oh, I have one being worked on right now. You know what? After this match, I will show you. Oh, it's 5 o'clock. After this match, I will show you it. It's almost done, actually. It just needs like a quick edit and it should be all set. But thank you so much for offering. My gosh, I never expected to be offered that. That's so sweet. Thank you. Also incredible destroying terrain. Oh, I guess so. Tree chopping. Ah, is that? You're tickling my brain. I love it. Yes. There's only 14 people left. I'm still trying to find some of the people to get into a conflict with. I've been running around this whole thing. I had that one big pog shot and then a couple of close scuffles, but... Anybody? Nope. Okay. Hezzy is back! Hezzy, I saw that you had some more communication between the... Okay, I guess I'm back too. You did. I really need to do something about those. You fool. Oh, I should have hit that. Fine. That's silly of me. I got this. There we go. Ah! Surprised I didn't get
Catch on that one, but that's okay. Oh! Oh, that's the llama thingy that you were telling me about. Yeah! I don't... Why are people using all these potions on me? I need to do something about it. You guys are the worst. Okay, maybe you're the best. You're the best at being... Ow! That was really hurt right now! My noggin's tiny! Tiny noggin, but still big brain. No, thanks.
Oh, jeepers. There's 10 people left. We're in a good zone. Oh, thank you. That feels better. This game does require a bit more of my attention than usual, so I do miss a thing or two. My apologies. But yeah, I will show you Akumi and everybody. The shrinking potion has after effects. I'll show everybody really quickly after this last match. The next emote. I showed it last stream, but hey, not everybody was, you know, people juggle who's in and out. That's fine. Oh, hiccup burp. Hiccuper. Hiccuper. Bada bean. Bada bean. I'm a bean. Yomi's a bean. A jelly bean. Oh, what was that? What was that noise? Any people left? Oh. Oh. Wait, what? That was, interesting. There we go! Complete with the aiming just a little above them as well. Let's go. The other one's gone. Okay, was that a player? That was a player. Huh. Oh, okay. So I'm learning the drop-off with the rifles. I'm learning that there's like just that little touch of it dropping off, and yeah. That could be a spot where someone's inside. I'm gonna have my sniper rifle, I mean shotgun ready. I don't see anybody in here. Looks okay. There's no treasure chest. Actually, yeah, I don't think anyone's ever been in here. Sure. So here's what we're gonna do. This is the way I play. This is the way I play. Deal with it. One up there. Yeah, so that's an NPC. Rift Gate. That's an NPC, I'm guessing. That would, yeah, because that's no one could stand like that. Where are we closing it? Oh, jeepers. Oh, jeepers, we gotta run. We gotta blitz. Yeah. It'd be really cool if we ended a win. Deserve it. Ooh, ooh. Almost. One more shot. Ah, okay. We gotta run. Throwing debris, okay. I'm gonna run a little to the side. I don't want to get involved in that too much. I want to keep a distance. Sure thing, Silver. Thank you for being here. We are up. More noises. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. That's gonna close a storm in on us in a moment. We gotta be careful. Woo! Made it. Okay. Next one's over there. Okay, okay. Deep breaths. Deep breath, deep breath, deep breath. Don't clip that. Don't clip that sound. Oh, there went 3 people left. Ah! 3 left. So I'm keeping quiet. I'm keeping real quiet as I come up here. That's an NPC. Shoot. No! I shot the NPC. That's the worst. Oh well. The NPC did it. Yeah. I still get confused on which is not an NPC, and I know you. Oh well. Oh well. I thought that was a player. So close. So, as we close the Fort Noodle here in a second, I did say that there was something being worked on, and I was going to share that with you all really quickly. Give me 2 shakes and a bake before we finish up. Put this here. Alright, catch you all in just a second as we move ourselves over. Haha! And I can mute Fortnite. Akumi, I don't know if you're still with us. That's fine if you're not. But, Rave, the Rave emote. Yes, yes, yes. So the same artist that has done a fair share of the emotes that I have. Oh, perfect! I do have doing another one, which is... I'll hit the play button with it. Yes! It's not done. The glasses are moving a little too much. So I told him, hey, just pin the glasses a little bit more closely if you don't mind. And that's all. That's all they got to do. But they'll zoom in. Ow! This is from 88 Designs. I used them for, like I said, a majority of my emotes. I also made quite a few of my own. So, just like, for example, this one, this one, this one. I'm just grabbing the couple that I know I made. It's like, these are ones that I made, actually. So those are a little bit older and stuff. But a lot of the other ones were made by them. And yeah, so I just wanted to share that we be Raven soon. I was really happy, too, that they managed to still use a blue one without it clashing. Because I was worried, oh, the oversaturated blue, they won't see the blue baton. I was like, no, they nailed it. They nailed it. So, meet you back over here, over there. Oh, this has been an absolute treat. Thank you, Akuma. Akuma, though, thank you so much for offering. I absolutely would have said yes otherwise. I absolutely would have, but, as of right now, I already had one being worked on, so. So, as we wrap ourselves up here in just a moment, well, I do want to say a big thanks to you all. Everyone's been very supportive. Our journey is only just beginning. And, yes. So the raid emote that I do plan to use is kind of a mix of, you can use both of these. I think these are great, like I'm being chased by them. But my friend Arsenic Typhoon, she debuted a while ago, and she's been at this a lot longer than I have, I'll tell you that much. She knows what she's doing. I'm still learning. But she is a fantastic fellow witch, who we've been supporting each other for a while. And thank you for the headpats. And I want to go raid them. Gosh! Yay! Thank you, hey, for the subby, little subby wubby. Oh, I called it a subby wubby again. I don't mean it that way. Please don't think of it that way. Yeah. But thank you. That so means a lot. It really, really does. Every little bit of support is massive for me, because helps me eat, helps me get food and other things. You guys are the best. It means a lot. It really does. It really does. She's playing Genshin right now, which is perfect because I play Genshin as well. Hello, Mr. Fancy. Hello. Good timing. Well, actually, we were just about to finish up. Gosh. But I mean what I mean. What? Did I say something wrong? Oh, shuckles. Gosh. So we're gonna go give her a raid. It's okay, Pope. We just finished Fortnite. I do play Genshin from time to time, and she's also a fellow witch. So Arsenic would be perfect for us to give a raid to. I like to say silly little things like Hidely Ho Neighborino or Wowzer Bowser and stuff like that. So Subby Wubby is just something that happened. Oh gosh. Thanks, Akuma. So we're gonna raid her in a moment. Give her lots of love. I'm gonna be dipping out because I gotta go straight to work. But like I always say, usually when a raid happens, the person who conducted the raid, they finish stream, they're tired, they're bringing their audience over. So I'm just gonna be there for a few minutes while I get my shoes and stuff on. But thank you all. I love you all. And next week, next week, it'll be a horror week. Oh, and I'm gonna piss my pants and scared to get really frightened by it all. But yeah, Mama, you're allowed, boo. I'll be your boo buddy. So I'll meet you all over in the ending screen, and we'll get a raid moment together in a moment. So stick around. Thank you all. I love you all. Have a wonderful rest of the night. Thank you again. I cherish every single one of you.